I'm Lynn Lilly, and today on Late for the Party, we are going to be partying with champagne. We're continuing our party with champagne cake balls. These are so easy. They are a little bit of a labor of love, but they are definitely worth it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me tell you what you need. You need a regular white cake box, a champagne or a sparkling wine or Prosecco will work. You're going to need frosting, which you can use a regular can-bought frosting, white chocolate chips or chocolate melts. You're going to need canola oil, as well as mini cupcake papers, some sprinkles, eggs, a bowl. You want to have a KitchenAid or some type of hand mixer that you can use, and a clear Pyrex so that you can bake your cake. So our first step is to take our box cake and we are going to mix it together. So here's the deal. We are actually going to follow the instructions that are on the back of the box, but instead of using water, we're going to use champagne. So in our bowl, we're going to go ahead and put our cake mix. Right, and then also, let's see what our box says we should be cooking it at. So we're going to cook at 350 degrees. So we've got the oven preheating for that. And now we're going to open our champagne. So this is always my favorite part. I feel like once you pop the bubbly, the party has actually started. So, and the good part about this is we are only using 1 cup of bubbly, so that means there's enough for me to drink some. All right. Ready? Woo! And the party started. All right, so we're gonna measure out 1 cup of champagne. I'm gonna pour it a little slowly so you let the fizz settle. There you go. Okay, and still plenty left for us to drink when we're done. Add the champagne. Next, we are adding ½ a cup of canola oil. And then we are going to take our eggs, and we are using 3 eggs. Now, if you want to be a little bit healthier and use egg whites, you'd want to use 4 egg whites instead of 3. And then so for this step, I am actually just gonna hand mix the cake. We're gonna use the mixer later on after we bake our cake. All right, so once your cake is mixed up, all of your lumps are gone, we're gonna take our Pyrex. We're gonna fill it with our mix. And again, if you want to put some oil on it, you can, but it actually doesn't really matter if it sticks to the bottom of the pan. And you'll see why right after we get done cooking it. Okay, so now I'm going to take this, put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes, and I'll be back. All right, so now that we've got our cake out of the oven, it's fully baked. You want to make sure that you don't have any jewelry on, so I'm going to take off my rings. I'm actually going to dig your hands in. You want to make sure that they're clean too. And we are actually just going to crumble up the cake. So this can get a little bit messy, but we're going to crumble it. And we're going to go ahead and put it in a bowl. So we've got this bowl. We're going to put our cake in here. You want to get it nice and crumbled because this is the mix we're going to make for the filling. Okay, once you've got your cake in there, you may want to go wash your hands. So I'm going to step over to the sink and wash my hands. All right, once your cake is in the bowl, make sure that you get rid of all your crumbs and make sure you get them off the floor so your dogs don't eat them. And we're gonna take our canned frosting. So we've got an entire can of pre-made frosting, and we're gonna go ahead and put that in with our cake. All right, next up, we're gonna mix it. So like you said, you can use a hand mixer or a KitchenAid. We're gonna be done with this. We're gonna set this aside. All right, go ahead and get this mixed up. All right, so now that we've got our dough and our frosting mixed up, we're gonna actually take it and put it in a Tupperware. Get it all out of the bowl, you can see there. and once you've got it in your Tupperware, you again want to use your hands to make sure that you don't have any jewelry on so it doesn't get stuck in your jewelry. And you want to make a ball. Lump it together in one ball. And then we're gonna stick it in the refrigerator for about an hour to 2 hours so that it hardens. And like I said, these are a labor of love. They're easy, but they just take a little bit of time to get them perfect. Right? So we're gonna put the lid on this guy, and we're gonna put them in the refrigerator for about 1 to 2 hours. So after your dough has been in the refrigerator for about 1 to 2 hours, you're gonna take it out, and on a piece of parchment paper or covered surface, you're gonna go ahead and take small pieces of it, about that size, and you're gonna roll it into balls. So if you have an ice cream scoop or a melon scoop, you can also do that, but I don't, so I'm just making do with what I have. All right, so now that our balls have been frozen in the freezer for about an hour, it's now time to dip them in icing and make them pretty. So we are going to use toothpicks, and again, this gets a little messy. So you poke your toothpick in your ball, and you want to dip it in your icing and kind of swirl it around so you get most of it covered. And then use another toothpick to push it off. There you go. And then before it dries, you want to make sure that you're going to put your sprinkles on it. And then it's okay that there's some extra left over on the parchment paper because we can pull that off at the end. And these dry pretty quickly, so make sure that you put your sprinkles on quickly. Okay, after we let our chocolate dry, we're ready to put them out for guests to enjoy. So remember how I said it's okay if the chocolate gets on the paper? So as you can see, we've got a little extra, but it's super easy to just break it off. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in mini cupcake papers, so you actually won't even be able to see the bottoms. So the great part about these is it's okay if there's a little bit of imperfections, because you're gonna hide it in the cupcake papers. Again, we've got some on the bottom here. Just break it off. Perfect. And the fun part is you can change these by doing different frostings. If you want to do different colors or use different cupcake papers for different events. Now I'm going to break off the bottom of this with extra chocolate. All right, so now they're done. Look at how pretty they look. The only thing left to do is to taste them and make sure that they're yummy. So we are going to dig into one right now. Holy cow, these are delicious. Your guests are going to love them, and this plate is going to be gone before you know it. Thanks for partying with me. I'm Lynn Lilly with Late for the Party, and stay tuned for more ways to party with champagne.